Amazing Toy Story facts you never knew. 1. Pixar wanted to make Sid's terrifying toys real. One of the most memorable things about the film was Sid's terrible homemade toys. Unbelievably, Pixar originally wanted to sell them in real life alongside Buzz and Woody, including the horrifying baby head spider. Apparently it didn't work out. Wonder why? 2. Tom Hanks could relate to Andy. Tom Hanks said one of the reasons he liked the film was because when he was a kid, he used to wonder if his toys came to life when he left the room. He said yes immediately when he was asked to voice cowboy toy Woody, partly because of this. 3. Woody and Buzz are based on real toys. According to John Lasseter, the film's director, Woody and Buzz were loosely based on toys from his own childhood, a Casper doll with a pull string like Woody, and then later, a G.I. Joe doll, which were very popular and was the model for Buzz Lightyear. 4. It's the shortest Toy Story movie. At just 81 minutes long, Toy Story is not only the shortest Toy Story movie, it's also the shortest Pixar movie. This is probably because, as an early Pixar film, the animators were still figuring out how to do everything and were still testing the technology out. 5. It made the most money that year. Toy Story was released in 1995, making several $100 million that year. At the time it was released, it was also the third highest grossing animated film ever, behind The Lion King and Aladdin. It's also apparently one of the highest grossing films of all time, 96th, to be precise. 6. Andy is named after a real person. Andy is supposedly named after Andries Andy Van Dam, a professor of computer sciences who taught many of the animators on the film. He pioneered a lot of early animation techniques, so the creators of Toy Story have a lot to thank him for. 7. It only took a day to write You've Got a Friend in Me. The famous song, which is heard again in later films, only took songwriter Randy Newman a day to write. The song was nominated for multiple awards, though it lost to Pocahontas. Perhaps the most memorable version of the song is when Wheezy the Penguin covers it at the end of the second film, accompanied by backup singer Barbies. 8. Woody was meant to be a ventriloquist dummy. Can you imagine? Early drafts saw Woody as a ventriloquist dummy who leads the toys in a rebellion. There's actually a prototype model which shows exactly how Puppet Woody was meant to look. Apparently, with his slack jaw and drooping eyes, he was considered too creepy. Can't think why. 9. Tom Hanks doesn't always voice Woody. Yes, that's right. Tom had so many voice roles as Woody, not only in the movies but also for toys, video games and adverts, that his brother Jim actually sometimes voices the character for other projects. So if you think you're hearing Tom, it may be Jim. Luckily they sound pretty much identical. 10. Andy's dad was too expensive. Andy's dad is never seen or mentioned in the films, and there are a lot of speculations as to why that is. Is he dead? Or are Andy's parents divorced? Maybe he's just at work all the time? Well, the actual reason is pretty mundane. Andy's dad isn't there because it was too expensive to animate another human being. They decided he wasn't needed for the story and left him out to save money. 11. It was based on an animated short. The film is based on a 1988 short by Pixar called Tin Toy. It's only 5 minutes long and is about a toy named Tinny and a baby named Billy, so it doesn't bear much resemblance to the finished Toy Story, but it was the start of an idea that would eventually become the famous franchise. The film did well though, it won the Oscar for Best Animated Short Film that year. 12. It could have been a musical. Disney and Pixar are both known for musicals, and there was an early plan to make Toy Story a musical too. However, the film's plot just didn't really work as a musical, and eventually it was scrapped. Kinda hard to imagine Woody and Buzz singing to each other, isn't it?